makeup with kids makeup only. Now my intro somehow got corrupted, so I am re-recording this, so this is not the part of the original video. I would have redone the complete video, but the fact that I had a first impression with so many makeup products was what kept me with that video. So I'm going to be doing just the introduction, just the foundation for you again, because I feel that you guys should see that as well. Before starting with the video, I would like to give you guys a fair heads up that it is really difficult to find kids makeup or pretend makeup or play makeup, whatever you want to call it, in India. I ordered a lot of stuff online, like this palette was a part of Chota Bheem makeup collection, and I got this Hobby Lobby set online, and then I had some Claire's palette from back in the day. So yes, those were all of the things that I could get. So yes, without further ado, let's just get started with this video now. So for foundation, I actually used this palette, which again I ordered online, and I hit pan while trying to do my makeup because I used the sponge that's there in the thing. I used only the makeup brushes and tools that were available within these palettes. I did not use any of the pro brushes. So yeah, so I started off by just, you know, rubbing this in and applying this directly onto my face, but that did not help, and it is a little lighter than my skin, so please don't mind, because this is like a challenge tutorial and I did not find any kids foundation or anything, so I had to do with what I got. So I just started off by applying this all over my face like that, but in the end what I did was I just scraped off a little bit of that product like that, and then I took it at the back of my hand and I added Johnson's baby oil. Now this is baby oil, again this is safe for babies or kids makeup or something like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like pop it open. Whatever I scraped is now on the back of my hand. I'm gonna add in a little bit of oil, and then I'm just gonna mix this in to create my own liquid foundation. So you see we have our own liquid foundation. So now I'm just gonna put it on my face, and I'm gonna drop my sponge. So now I'm just gonna use my sponge and blend that out. That is the only thing I did for my foundation. Now we can move on to the previously recorded footage. I just hit pan on my first kids makeup product. Hitting pan is the happiest thing to happen to anyone. So now because we have a liquid foundation on, we obviously need to set it. So I'm going to use the same powder, same sponge, same everything, and dab 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 on the skin to set it. So next in, I am going into this thing right here from my Chota Bheem makeup set. So I am just gonna pick up this shade right here, what you can see, and I'm gonna highlight my under eyes with this because this doesn't seem to have any shimmer. So probably let's just see if this, oh, this has pigment. This actually helps. See, this is brightening up my eye area. Do you think I should like make a concealer, like a liquid concealer with this as well? I think I should, because that would work better. This is not working as good as it can. So let me just use my baby oil again. I feel like such a cosmetic developer right now. But I'm just going to scrape a little bit of that product. It's really soft. It's really easy to scrape as well. I'm gonna hit pans like this today. I don't hit my pans like normal makeup pans in years and years, and today it's the day to hit pan. Alright, so my liquid concealer is now ready, and I'm just gonna, this is more like a color corrector now. Once I've added like baby oil to it, it's more on the orangey side, but I don't mind that either. After that, I am just going to blend it out before it can like settle in or something. I don't want to ruin whatever I've done, and I'm just like blending it out as well. Next up, I'm gonna bake. Yes, we're gonna bake, and for that I'm gonna be using Johnson's baby powder. I have it in a powder puff container right here, but it's Johnson's baby powder, again a baby product. So I'm just gonna be taking my sponge and I'm gonna like roll it like this. I'm gonna pick up some powder on this and just bake my under eyes. A lot of people use baby powder to bake, so it is not like a new thing that I'm doing. This will just ensure that my eye is brightened up nice. This is the worst sponge ever to do anything. I'm just gonna bake around my mouth as well because I have certain pigmentation there, and baking just helps, okay? It helps. And also on the bridge of my nose and under where I want to contour, if I ever contour, because I don't know if I will be contouring given the fact I have amazing makeup products with me. I don't think so. I basically ended up baking whole of my face, but that's okay. That's okay. We got this. We got this. So I have this Claire's palette which has an eyeliner, some glitter thingies, black eyeshadow and a duo mascara. One side is glitter, one side is normal mascara. So I'm just gonna attempt to do my eyebrows with this eyeliner because generally kids eyeliners are very tough to use and they're very hard and waxy and not extremely pigmented, but this one is. Just try it on the back of my hand and this one is. Great. I have another eyeliner in another Claire palette. Let me see if this is hard and waxy. Please be hard and waxy. Even this is pigmented. Okay, so I am just gonna go ahead with this still because I don't have any matte brown eyeshadow. Apparently children only like to use shimmery eyeshadows, so I'm just gonna take this and work it in with a very light hand, like extremely light hand. I'm barely touching it on my brows and I'm just like, you know, holding it from the end. The reason why I decided to do this challenge and not any other, like full face of liquid highlighter, full face of liquid lipsticks, is because I felt that this challenge is actually useful, you know. You can do this makeup on your kids because if they are from a school like mine, like we had so many events, like we had to do makeup and my mom had to use her own makeup on me to get me ready. So this is actually pretty usable for moms to do this on their own kids, like how to do makeup with kids makeup, because kids makeup is horrible and it sucks, but you still gotta protect your child's skin and their face because it's quite sensitive than our skin if you're not from an ultra sensitive skin type. So you know, this is actually more helpful. So thanks to Makeup by Peta and Nikki Tutorials for first formulating and then like just booming this challenge out at the world to do and try. So yes, our eyebrows are done, although I feel they look horrible. I feel literally like I'm cringing over my own brows, so I'm just gonna try and, you know, soften them up with this hopeless little brush. I have this set which has like the biggest brush that I have today, so I'm gonna open it. This is so flimsy, you guys. Like if I was reviewing this, then I would give the packaging 0 because this is ultra flimsy. But the lipsticks though, look at these lipsticks. These are so tiny and cute. Also the fact that this brush is literally synthetic. Don't know if you can see that, but it's like, no. So I'm just gonna like clean my bake, or at least try to with this. You know what? I'm just gonna use my fingers because this brush is like, no. Or I'll just go back in the sponge and yep, the best option. Go back to your sponge. To be honest, my base doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. I thought it would look way worse than this. Not that it's looking good right now, but I thought it would be way worse than what it is looking like right now. So next up, we are going to bronze on up a little, as well as, you know, blush up a little, because I feel we should blush and bronze. I'm just trying to figure out where I have my things. So I'm gonna open this Hobby Lobby makeover set now. This has nice eye brushes and it also has a pencil. Wow, I did not figure that we have a pencil here as well. And if this is hard and waxy, I'm gonna kill myself. Nope, this was more pigmented than the Claire's one. Yes! I don't have a blush brush, so I'm just gonna again use the sponge. I'm gonna go into both of these blushes. I wanna use both of these. So I'm just gonna dip a little into that, a little into that, and then just stamp it on my face. This color is actually pretty, very pretty. Next up on my highlight, I'm gonna go into this Claire's Envelope palette, and this is actually a pretty good palette. So I'm gonna be using this shade right here, which is a beautiful champagne-y sort of a color, and I'm gonna highlight with these. These are like really nicely pigmented as well. So I'm just going to pick up this brush which they have with it, and I'm going to use the sponge tip applicator because that is way better than the brush. So I'm just going to pick up that shadow and just, you know, see how pigmented that is and gorgeous that is. I'm gonna blend with this sponge tip. I haven't used sponge tip in ages. This feels so weird and nostalgic all over again. I'm also going under my brows and then just, you know, softening it out with my fingers to make sure there is no harshness. But look at that, you know, glow. Kids makeup, no kids makeup, the glow must be always on. So yes, I'm just gonna do my other side now. I feel like wanting to bronze my face is gonna be the worst decision of my life, but this is just a makeup challenge, it's for fun. So I'm gonna go ahead, so I'm going into this Claire's palette, another Claire's palette. This is an eyeshadow palette and it has beautiful colors again, they're very pigmented and nice. So I'm gonna go in with this color, which is Earth Child, I feel. Yes, it's Earth Child. So I am just gonna go back in, yes, with my sponge. I'm gonna pick up a little of that shade because these are pigmented. So I'm just gonna pick up a little and I'm gonna just, you know, swipe it wherever you generally would. Pick up little shade by little, don't like pick up a lot of it. You don't wanna have like blotchiness because it will be virtually, literally, symbolically, metaphorically, in all ways impossible for you to blend. If you are doing this challenge, that is. If you're not, if you have all of your tools in your hand, then I'm jealous. So I'm also going to pick up this matte white shade right here and I'm going to apply it right under my eyes. This matte white is not extremely pigmented, so it will just brighten my under eyes a little bit more because I feel like I can use a little bit more brightening there. Let me just go back into my sponge and find a clean edge. Although this sponge is not the best quality sponge in the market, but for this challenge, it has been a lifesaver for me. See, that white sort of works. Sort of does. So the big question, however, is what do we want to do with our eyes? Let's go a little crazy because we can. It's a challenge. So I'm gonna take out this, you know, what is this? What is this? This cute little cupcake thing. Let me see what this is. I feel it's a lip balm. We don't want to use a lip balm on our eyes. There is another thing. We have this dress palette. Are these lip glosses too? I feel these are lip glosses as well. Look at this eyeshadow kit though. This is fancy. Like, this is fancy, and these are like glitter sort of thingies. Like, these are gel thingies. So I am just gonna take the sponge that's in there and I'm gonna go into the pink first. Alright, so we're gonna go into the pink. I've already hit pan by just like touching it. So I'm just gonna apply it. There is no color. There is literally no color. That's why it's pretend makeup, I guess. But then again, this can be a great eyeshadow base for my powder eyeshadow because it is sort of sticky. So primer this is not a pink eyeshadow. This is just our base. So apparently we are not putting this as eyeshadow but as base, and we have finished it in one go. So empties, yay! So I'm gonna go back into this flimsy palette and I have brushes. I had brushes. Where did my brushes go? I had Hobby Lobby brushes and it has two pinks. One is baby pink and one is a little darker pink. So I'm gonna first pick up baby pink with the help of this Hobby Lobby brush. And these are shimmery, okay, and these are very powdery. And there is a sponge in between, like here. I have no clue why they have a sponge there. No clue whatsoever. So I'm just gonna take this pink shadow and I'm gonna apply it on my inner corners to try and brighten them up. I'm gonna try and not use the Claire palette because I know those are good, okay? So I want to use actual like kids makeup. Claire's is like a preteen kids makeup. So I'm just applying this pink shadow and I have to literally layer it up maybe 20 million times to get some color. We finally have some color. Is this sponge used for eye makeup? I don't know. They have like eyeshadow sponge as well. Let me try with the sponge. If it works better with the sponge, I'll use the sponge then. just a tiny bit better with the sponge. The amount of product I have to pick up for just the tiniest amount of color is like... Okay, then I'm gonna go into the darker pink right here, and I'm using that same brush now. And I'm gonna like first just pick up the product, and then I'm just gonna apply it. Let me just use my fingers once. Nope, doesn't work. I don't know how I'm ever gonna blend these, but I'm just rolling with it. Ow, it hurts my eyes. It has like so many fallouts. Like there are brush fallouts. At this point, I'm just worried about my face breaking up or my eyes getting hurt. So I'm gonna use this brush again. It's from the Hobby Lobby set. I'm gonna try and blend with this. This is way more softer than the eyeshadow brush, and it's way more better than that. And I'm gonna pick up this brown shade, and I'm picking it up with that same brush. Let's see how the pigment of these shadows are. And I'm gonna go into my crease. Okay, these are pigmented. These are pigmented. Good! Going back in with the sponge and just blending it out. This sponge should be awarded like a Bharat Ratna or something, to be honest. Let me just take an eyeshadow sponge and try and blend this out. Better. I have like punched eyes right now, but we're gonna make it work. So I'm going in with this Chota Beam palette, which gave me my color corrector, which is almost like hit pan. So I have high expectations from this. So I'm picking up the blue shadow, which we have right here, and with the sponge that is in there. Ooh, pigment! I'm gonna just like apply it on my lower lash line. This is surprisingly pigmented, like very pigmented. Chota Beam rocks! So I'm just gonna take my compact again and then just like clean up my under eyes to ensure there is no fallout or anything, as if this powder is gonna help, but let's just go with the flow. Then I'm gonna take the Hobby Lobby eyeliner and I'm gonna just line my eyes. I forgot to highlight my other facial features. So I'm just gonna go back in with that Claire's Envelope palette and just picking up that same pearly beautiful champagne shade, and I'm gonna highlight my nose, my Cupid's bow, my chin. Like if I would have used just these Claire's palette, to be honest, this wouldn't have been like a challenge because these are good. These aren't bad. And I'm also highlighting my forehead, which I think is a little too much. So blending with my fingers. I'm also going to use this to highlight my inner corners because they need a little bit of love. Now I have these three lipsticks, which you can't even see. So let me just show you like this. 1, 2, and 3. So I have these three lipsticks. Let's just do a lip ombre because these are like ombre. So baby pink, pink and purple. I'm going to do a lip ombre because I am cool like that. So I'm going to take the baby pink shade and it broke. Gonna give it one more shot. Gonna apply it on the centers of my lips. Do you see any color? I'm gonna apply it all over my lips. I've applied about 2000 coats of this lipstick on my lips. So I'm way beyond like 100 coats of anything. Alright, next up the darker pink. Oh, this one is creamy. And I don't know how kids play with this. Because kids break unbreakable things and this is kids makeup. So this one's from the Chota Beam palette and it moisturized my lips. Needed that moisturization. So I'm gonna go into the purple now and see if that works. I'm just gonna apply it all over my lips because this is now working. I had lip glosses, right? Where are my lip glosses? So I have this dress shaped palette here and it has some glosses in, okay then, inside. So I am just gonna pick it up, but with what? I'm just gonna use the brush that I used for my eyes. I'm gonna clean it off on the back of my hand just to get rid of the darker colors. And then I'm gonna pick the purple. I don't know if these are actually glosses because I don't think children apply blue lip glosses, or children don't have mine. They can apply anything they want. So yeah, I'm just gonna take this purple thingy. I want this to be more pink than purple. I want it to be pink. You know what? I'm gonna make it matte and pink with the help of my Hobby Lobby palette. I'm gonna use this shade as well as this shade, like the blush and the eyeshadow, or maybe just the eyeshadow only, and I'm gonna pat it on this because these eyeshadows are pigmented. Yes, come through eyeshadow, come through. I like this color, but I'm gonna top it off with that same Chota Bheem lip balm, lipstick, whatever you wanna call it, just to, you know, a little bit of moisture to my lips as this is a little drying. Alright, so the best for the last, I'm gonna apply mascara now. I have this Claire's Duo mascara. One side is glitter mascara, one side is black mascara. I'm first gonna try and apply the black mascara, although I am like pretty hopeless about it. Yes, it's pretty much doing nothing. Alright, so with that I complete my full face of makeup using just kids makeup or pretend makeup or play makeup, whatever you want to call it, and I had loads of fun recreating this. I had moments of frustration in between, but I had loads of fun recreating this bright look. Obviously this is not a makeup tutorial, but this can be a makeup tutorial for my younger followers out there who are still like very young and their mothers want to do makeup on them but they don't want to ruin their sensitive skin. Then you can totally do this because this is like made for kids. If you guys would like me to do any other makeup challenge, then don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to do challenges. I love doing challenges. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today. I will see you guys super soon. Till then, don't forget to follow me on all of my social media, which will be listed in the bottom bar as usual for you guys. And I will see you guys next time. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.